would I know if the smell had come from, like, is it something that like I would be able to like track, like, oh, like this is something from the outside, or this is something
No,
that
no,
grows
not.
specifically inside? Like,
It's something that specifically grows inside and under these conditions.
He
You wouldn't
knows
naturally find it
specifically
in the
that it's
environment.
Pittsburgh moss.
Given that, I will take a turnaround and I don't know. I'll walk up to the dead Croatoan. What does he have on him?
Well, most of his wraps have been destroyed under the literal blows of your allies here. It looks like he has most of a carefully gartered bandolier that seems to have been split from a frontal blow. There are 5 daggers. They look something a bit more akin to like kunai that are carefully placed inside of this almost like hanging bandolier. And each of them kind of have this like wild, like whipping, dark, shadowy worm thing that seems to be swimming, reaching out for anything that has a bright energy, something that seems alive. It's likely why he would have kept this.
Fair
together.
warning, those things hurt.
So would me trying to grab it have them lash at me? Like if I'm trying to like put my hand near it, do they try to like reach and attack me?
Yeah, they do. They actually do seem to kind of lash outward at your palm.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
If possible, I wanted to see if I can try at least removing the bandolier, or just hold. Oh, it's the same thing. If I'm trying to even go for the bandolier, they would still try to lash it out, right?
I mean, you realize that there is a second flap to this, so yes, you could potentially bring the flap back down, and it may not be able to strike at you.
I will. I'll do that then. I'll
okay.
Slide him back over.
The bandolier has been broke at the shoulder, so as of right now, it's just like a loose sash, a wrapping even. What would you like to do with
it? If possible, could I wrap it around my arm? Like tie it around my arm?
Potentially, yes, you could. But this is long enough that it would wrap multiple times around your arm.
You could wear it as a belt.
Yeah, I'll try equipping it to my belt, or like trying to put it through my belt loop so at least it holds in place, and then tying it together.
Give me 2 seconds, fellas. Something's come up. 2 seconds.
No problem.
I don't know why I've got Sarah McLachlan on my mind so much lately.
Stay a while and listen.
That's a you problem.
No. It's me problem and whoever happens to be around me.
Gotta fix my window. I'll be right back.
Gross.
Yeah. Speaking of... currently we're waiting on Bub to go ahead and deal with domestic issues. As
All right,
far
I'm back.
as like what's going on with us, we're dealing with the moral quandaries of having killed a Croatoan ninja guardian.
Who had a keytar? Don't forget that. I think a keytar ninja is the best ninja, in my opinion.
And aside from that, I'm waiting to see if my buddy Venner is actually going to be able to go ahead and speak in the chat. He's going to actually be able to be that sassy little man that I know he is. Yes, I'm calling out members of my Tuesday group because I'm that kind of guy.
I'm gonna be getting. I can't watch an ad. God.
You can't what?
You can watch ads for bits, like 5 bits at a time, except for when they don't want to give you ads. There seems to be no rhyme or reason to it. They just.
So it's like those games where they give you ads until they.
It's a hidden timer, I think, that
they think
prevents you from doing it too
Well, like
often.
it's inconsistent. Like sometimes it comes back after like 2 minutes, sometimes it's 5 minutes, and I haven't been able to get an ad for the past hour.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why I said it's a hidden timer.
It's a shitty timer.
They probably increase it the more ads you watch to prevent people from botting the fucking ads and just getting bits for free.
Yeah, so
What
many
ads are we talking about, huh?
For bits.
On Twitch.
Sniper, are you that old?
Son of a bitch.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay.
Okay, Sniper,
so-
so okay, here, I let me explain this in terms that Sniper knows. Sniper, you know my free cams? Yeah. Do you know a friend who knows it? You know what tipping is, right?
Tipping, yes.
Imagine tipping, but a more family safe and actually better alternative. Bits.
Yeah,
you can
they're tokens
buy them.
from-
You can buy them.
I
and use them.
understand that bits are a thing now on Twitch,
Yes.
and I'm assuming ads are, watching ads are how you accrue bits.
Yes.
It's one of the ways. You can buy them or you can watch ads for a very small amount of them.
You can. They're 1 penny each.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They're not to buy them. For the streamer, they're 1 penny per.
So if you watch an ad, you can get 5 bits. You just 5 cents essentially. But you can only watch ads every so often. It's like M's saying, they're paying them to run X amount of ads, and they're.
So you're running out of inventory. So you just watched all the ads there are to watch.
I can only watch the new Alien movie trailer so many times.
I've seen it a few times myself. It still looks good to its credit.
It's a good ad. I can take it. So let me see it more.
Country Road is a good song, yes.
Oh, Amped is actually on Twitch staff.
He's Sniper.
Someone punch this fool.
Yeah, I'm gonna just hop out tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Guys, might I remind you that I've just been, playing the game. I don't really watch Twitch chat.
That's okay.
That's fair.
So
right, good
I have
talk.
no idea who shows up. Hopefully Amped is at least enjoying the show. Am I okay?
I don't know that the answer to that has ever been yes.
I am dealing with a bit of a heat stroke today. I did go out and watch my local ball team, the Fireflies, play.
I hate it. You're banned.
Yeah, I actually brought the stash back, and nobody has mentioned it all stream.
Because 90% of the viewers don't remember the time in which you had the stash.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
I would have said something, but you already mentioned it. And plus, I don't spend much time looking at Skype.
Yeah, I don't really want to look at Sniper's face. I see it enough at night.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
My dreams, I mean my nightmares.
Welcome back.
I've got
I've seen
some
enough in my nightmares.
things outward. Wow, this chat is very lively. Even
Yeah,
Amp says that he hates it. You're banned. What? Wait, what happened?
He's talking about Sniper, not you.
Sniper
Yeah,
started talking.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That's not important.
Yeah. It turns out not only does he work for Twitch, he's also a dick.
Oh, Amped is good people. We like him around here. So, friends,
Yes.
that will be my last break. I promise we can finish this out. Probably going to get to run for about another hour and a half, but there's still some ground to cover before we are out of this chapter. Chapter 4, Zenith Trajectory, a 12-chapter module. Are you prepared?
Not even a little.
Okay.
Not really.
All right. Remember, guys, those of you that have been tuning in, this happens every Wednesday night, 7:30 to 11:30 is when we run. Sometimes we run a little later. Sometimes we start a little later. It just depends on the night, on the energy, that kind of thing. Next week I will not be here. I'm taking the entire week off to relax, revamp, cut some edges, my friends. I gotta round myself back out. I'm too sharp these days. So let's kick this back off. The last I recall before I had to walk away was Balthar calling you guys monsters, asking you why you killed Sagagoy, even though you didn't know that was his name.
Yeah, then he just looted the bodies after saying it.
I mean, that's natural. It's a D&D session. It's gonna happen.
How dare you kill this innocent creature? Give me
removing the belt. I'll put his hands. I'll put his hands together, and I'll look down. Though your body has faded from battle, I hope that Saren grants me the strength that you have had in combat. And for that, I am sorry that you have been wrongfully slain. And I'll close the. Like I said, I have already closed the flaps on the daggers, and I'll put them on myself.
When I see him like get back up, are you gonna do that for like everything we kill? Because we had a guy who did that last. You tore him in half. That was interesting, but it was kind of annoying.
Look at him as he says that. Just walks towards the door, just listening in.
Okay.
Seems to be ignoring you.
Was there, other than the belt, that was it, right? Or the bandolier of daggers, that was it?
Let's take a look here, actually. Sagagoy.
Yeah, because his wraps were completely shredded.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Let's see. Yeah, the only thing that seemed to be greater than of mundane quality were his slippers. But then again, those were sized. They're leather slippers that are sized to fit this particular kind of creature. So unless you have paddle feet, medium-sized paddle feet even, it would be difficult for you to utilize them.
I'm not going to remove the shoes. I'll just, like I said, just the weapons that I was taking.
Okay. Okie dokie.
What should I label as a bandolier of daggers ?
Yeah, you would need to have these identified. You're not entirely sure what they are, but you know that you'll need to identify them. Interestingly enough, in this book, it shows me the next creature in alphabetical order. It's by the name of Salsanef. He has 17 hit dice.
Gross.
Is he good at cha-chaing?
Do they call him Pete?
Nope.
Question: Does the dagger I found previously look similar to the daggers that he had?
Negative.
Okay.
Yeah, the dagger we found previously looks like it's bloodthirsty. This one, these look like it's just, got black threads coming off the tips.
Seeing that, I'll do a check on this door right here, and see if there's anything that might be warding it, or not warding it, but if there's any potential traps on it in terms of wires or anything like that.
No, they're actually the doors do not seem to be trapped, and interestingly enough, They don't seem to be entirely closed. They look to be kind of just arched open, enough so that you could potentially look in, but it's a very dim lighting.
Even with dark vision, I wouldn't be able to.
Even with dark vision, you'll be able to see a little bit of the way, but there are strange shadows that are being cast across the floor. You can't seem to make immediately what it is out, and they seem like the shadows seem to be moving across the floor. It's borderline ominous, even.
I'll open the door, just open it slowly, see what's going on inside.
Sure. As you begin to open the door itself, swaying about in this particular area, various chains ring on from the ceilings themselves. You can particularly make this out, but let me read this to you. Against the northern wall sits a throne, made of what looks like stitched together skin. 4 slender pillars surround a faintly luminescent circle, about 5 feet across, carved into the stone of the floor. To either side of the throne hang banners depicting a dwarf in blue and white armor, holding a war axe aloft. Both banners are apparently upside down. Hanging by their feet, from nooses attached to the 30-foot ceiling, are counted dozens of rotting corpses, each with the tops of their head removed. The corpses seemingly mutter and twitch in pale mockery of life.
What in the nine hells is this?
Balthar, you know how we were talking about killer capture? My vote's on kill now.
I'll draw the my black dagger, and that'll be the only one I have equipped so far. I'll step into the room though, keeping my back against the wall.
Okay. Moving into the room, you begin hearing the various tones, the various voices that seem to ring from the ceiling themselves. Take it easy, Kathleen. Have a good one. Each of the corpses seem to be varied. Some of them human, a few of them dwarven. This seems to be very off. The flesh bag of a corpse seems to disdainfully hang about the throne made of human and humanoid flesh.
As we're stepping into this room that appears to be very, very dangerous, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a lesser restoration on everyone because we're looking pretty rough. Let's be frank here.
And I wanna throw on my detect evil real quick and just see how bad it hurts my head.
To quote one of the more famous songs of America, "Sir, you were blinded by the light."
So that
revved up like a deuce.
That heals what, 3 stat points? Or is it's 3 of 1 stat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 3 of 1 stat. That's to each ally here. It's a burst. So, you heal 3 ability points. 1 stat, fix it by 3, make it better for you.
Yeah, that was helpful. That was super helpful.
Horam.
Yep.
Each individual hair on your body seems to rise out of trepidation. The unique necromantic aura emanates strongly in this room. Hanging from the ceiling, like tapestries, are the corpses of the individuals that tried to oppress Zenith's Splinter Shield.
Definitely vote and kill now.
I'm gonna lean over to him and say, this to my allies. This is not a place I particularly like. This place is scourged with evil. It's disgusting.
A very tired-looking dwarf slumps in his throne. A glowing sphere rests in his hand. An axe sits pristinely across his lap. The bag seemingly shakes as he looks up in your direction, with eyes sunken so far in. Looks to be bits of dried leather over the flesh of what was once a dwarf.
I prophesy your doom. You'll be buried alive, but you won't be alone.
I'm gonna
The
turn
open hand with the glowing sphere. He seems to shakily rise forward to before you. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna put my hand on Sniper's back and push him for a little bit and speak to the bugbear and say, "Are you sure we shouldn't go find your stuff before we do this?"
He might have his stuff.
I wasn't gonna like push you, Sniper. I was just like making you lean forward so I could yell behind you. Didn't want to.
No, it's okay. He kind of just like stumbles ahead a step and is like, "Oh, you see it."
Are you Zenith?
Santa Claus?
With unnatural motion, his hand rises like a claw, and he throws the orb at the south wall. Balthar, give me a reflex, please.
Oh no.
Don't get hit.
19.
19. Balthar, you are able to dodge out of the way of the orb as soon as it connects with the rear stone wall. It cracks with this and this strange, almost vibrant smoke seems to illuminate the lower portion of the room, casting this unnatural glare upon your surroundings. And you hear this as he begins to almost siphon the air around him, and the strange, like almost stringent smoke that's risen from the orb, it seems to cycle around and through the bodies that hang from the ceiling. And as this is happening, you see the orbs, the smoke itself, as he's siphoning it, it begins to pull like the tethers of the souls of the bodies hanging from the ceiling. They begin to scream out in terror and in fear.
Going Super Saiyan.
You, our man in blue, will slay you before this year is done. This smoking eye will set your city aflame. Come now, children. Sit atop Zenith's lap.
He is Santa.
He would be Santa if everybody was bad and he, instead of giving them stuff, stole their souls for Christmas.
The chains begin to slow in their reaction. They are no longer fiddling about above you, cacophonously ringing amidst the stone walls. The dwarf steps downward from his perch, drawing upon his axe that seems to be smattered and destroyed from time and from continual use, and he places it beveling down to the stone. And as he continues to siphon this, you see his body begin to change before you, where he was once this leathered sack of a man, where he was just this heap, these bits of bones that seemingly moved. He now begins to change, where the smoke begins to surround. The smoke begins to surround him. go here. Move that. The smoke begins to slowly dissipate over an object that is seemingly more difficult. And where this target once stood is a man much larger. In fact, he appears to be unholy and unnatural. Very young in stature, broad in shoulder, barrel-chested, keg belly, thighs that rival a horse. He brings his axe, which seems to be made of almost a new fresh make. Zenith stands before you, in his prime.
Your heart harbors two ships, betrayal and joy. Come fell upon the blade and axe of Zenith's splinter shield.
So you don't really wanted to talk to him? I don't think that's an option anymore.
Zenith, how long have you been here?
Looking around at each of you with almost this crazy unnatural stare.
Prophecy has kept me in this hole for longer than you can imagine. And the things that I see, the things that I've seen.
Have you seen Daddy? Because
Cauldron will burn. I can smell it upon you. The foul city. Leave or be bested upon my axe.
I'll take a step forward. I am not from the city of Cauldron, but I have been asked to receive. I have been asked to receive you and deliver your presence to another party. They wish to discuss another set of terms with you. Will you come peacefully?
He looks at you wildly. You're not looking at an individual here who seems to be struck with reason. I mean, he's literally sitting in a chamber with about 30 humanoids hanging upside down with their heads most of the way, or scalps definitely most of the way removed.
This man isn't the kind of person to be sane or logical or maybe capable of just a general good thought.
If his father's on his dying bed, then I don't think the man who's been here for longer than we can imagine has to worry about leaving to come to his father's side.
If you wish to speak with him, speak now. You have very few words. You're staring at a wild man. So wild that he looks to be that of nature entirely, a predator.
Okay, so given that, just talking isn't going to be a thing at all.
This man is not to be trifled with.
Getting like these last 6 words in.
He's trifling, for lack of a better term.
I'll look over to the group. We capture, not kill.
If he starts healing, is that off?
Off with his head.
Well, because if he's healing, us punching him, usually won't work. We've fought vampires.
Balthar, you
I'll
just
ready
went
myself.
ahead and lamented over Kuatoan. I'm counting no less than a dozen dead bodies hanging over the ceiling. And he's just sucked the life force from them. If you have any sense or any cause to go ahead and call for justice, you aren't going to go and pull
slowly peers about the room, waiting for something to move. You see that his eyes... he's got the eyes of a crazy man. He's driven insane. His eyelids basically twitch with each rapid movement. And you don't actually know if he's looking at you, beyond you, or through you.
At that point, he's just going to shoulder his sword and start getting ready for a charge. Watch my back.
All right. If you're going to go in, that's going to channel initiative. Go ahead and give me initiatives, please, from everyone. This is about to get real. Real fucking nasty.
I don't like this.
This is about to get dirty.
Oh man. We gonna get bonkers up in here. It's gonna feel good. Yes, we are, in fact. All right, so
Quick question: is this guy considered undead or outsider?
No, just evil as fuck.
I don't even know what he would be called. I don't think he's.
He is considered a dwarf.
So he's alive. He's considered a living being.
He's pretty much alive. Yeah, that's accurate.
He's not undead.
Okay. No, yeah, that's what I was wondering, because he kind of went from being a skeleton with skin into being a human again. And I don't know, that doesn't seem like a very living thing to me. At least not to Horam. Or to any. I guess. It's just for my rolls. That's all I needed to know for.
Okay, all right, let's take a look here. I'm going to go ahead and roll on his initiative as well. All right, so in the initiative line, Sakata, what'd you get?
10.
Balthar.
20.
I got an 18. Jerrod, what'd you get?
22.
Klaus.
13.
13. And Horam.
9.
9? All right, guys, remember, you can heal your allies a grand total of 3 times. Once. Basically, you can do it once, 3 times for one individual. It's not per individual, it's just in total. So...
Are we talking about chat healing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, no, I'm pretty sure we can heal each other multiple times.
Okay, all right. Here we go. Top of the initiative line. Jerrod, you're first.
Yep, and Jerrod is going to charge. And
You're going to charge.
Yep, charge and power.
Where are you standing?
Yeah.
Okay.
There.
Go for it. +2 to your attack, -2 to your AC for the round, or at least until your next turn.
Yep. And we're going to do power attack on top of it. So...
Sure.
Because that's a thing. Let me go ahead. Oh, now I got to do just -2, not -4. So...
This is going to get weird.
Don't suck. Don't suck. It sucked. 21.
21? Oh boy.
Misses.
21, very good. As you bring your weapon across him, he parries it with ease. He seems to guide your momentum down at the ground. And when you seem to look up at him, this dwarf, who is easily 6, almost 7 feet, you see this wry grin lurch across his face. The corner of his mouth twists like your mustache. Balthar!
Alright, seeing as combat's underway, I'll clasp my hands together. Saren, grant me your agility, and I will cast Cat's Grace on myself, giving myself a +4 to Dex. So I am now at 18, 20, 22 Dexterity.
Yes, it is a dwarf. Remember, I had said that he was changed. Some things had happened. It altered his physical being entirely.
So
This man now has the same physical stature of, like, I would say Hagrid.
It was like Griffith after his birthday present.
Close, kind of.
AC
He's
went up
like
by
a dwarf with
2.
enlarged.
I was gonna ask, does it also change my initiative? Does it change my initiative?
Negative.
if I
It does
get
not.
+2? Okay.
No, it doesn't change your initiative after it's already been rolled.
Then I will move off to the side over this way, 30 feet.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Go ahead, move yourself. That's your round.
Yep.
My turn.
No.
Drawing in his axe, you see that he knuckles down and there's a snap of his fingers over the axe's end itself, and he brings it up to defend his face. And as he does so, you see his shoulders almost swell in this notion. He takes a full defensive action. Klaus.
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
To set the scene, to give you guys a really clear example of what this fight is going to be like on comparison to level, this is like fighting the dwarf troll the first time. This is like your Chasmogen fight.
Okay.
Oh, that went well for me.
But scaled to our level.
Yes, but scaled to your level, that's accurate.
He seemed to draw his strength from the bodies that were hanging around, right?
As far as you can tell.
Okay. And we already know that he dabbles in blood magic. So... fuck, I don't know. I guess maybe I'll target the rope of the nearest hanging body with a ray of frost. See if I can hit it.
Go ahead, let's see. Just go ahead and beat 10.
Damn it.
Okay, it narrowly misses. Remember, these are hanging by chains, not by rope.
Oh, chain. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. What would you like to do since you fired off your first frostbolt?
I guess I'll mention to Sakata.
I'm going to try to knock the bodies down. He seems to be drawing strength from them.
Do you need me to stop?
What was that?
Do you need me to like stop, or can I keep running around?
You're good to go. Do what you need to do.
Okay.
That's all I need.
Sakata.
I'll after hearing that, I'm gonna run in. Hold on. Let me make sure I can do that. Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah. That black spot in the middle of the room, is that just like a pillar?
No, it's not. It's a sigil in the middle of the room.
So it's not a hole, is what I was implying.
That's correct.
Okay.
I'm gonna casually stroll. Oh, I need to bring the turtle with me. And then I'm going to take a swing at him. Try and see
You
if I
can try.
shoot him. Does that try work?
That misses.
Jesus.
29 misses.
This is
Horam.
gonna be rough.
I'm going to declare my smite as a free action.
Smite.
I'm going to declare my smite as a free action, and then I'm going to call upon my. I'm going to use my ability, Divine Bond, which I've had for a while and just never used, and it channels my god's will into my weapon. It's a standard action, so I'm gonna try and move a little bit. Is my movement still impaired by it?
Yes, it's by half. It's by half, yeah.
I'll get to it here. Okay.
Wait, what are you wearing?
Heavy armor, but yeah. So I guess it'd be 10, not even 15.
Yeah, it's not even.
Right. Forgot about that.
All right.
I'll be there.
Top of the initiative. Jerrod, you're up.
All right. Well, I don't have anything clever or
Nope.
interesting or anything like that I can do.
Keep hacking
So-
at him, bruh.
Yeah. I'm just going to try and cleave into him. We're going to go ahead and do another swing, but this time it's going to be a full round action. So we're going to do power attack with Final Strike. And
Really
that I
banking
can-
on those high rolls if you're doing power attack.
Yeah, right?
Let's see what you got.
Oh, what am I doing? I keep forgetting that I gotta have previous focus so I can actually ignore that the first time. 25, not gonna hit.
25 is a swing and a miss.
Yep, and for his second swing,
All right, here we go.
standard. Yeah, it's just gonna be a power attack, which means we take off another 3 and nope.
Okay,
He's exhausted his round.
Balthar.
All right, getting this close, still behind the pillar a little bit. Does the throne itself look substantial anyway? I know it's made of skin and shit, but do I see any anything emanating from it? Any lights or
No.
any,
The creep
orb?
factor is unreal.
Okay. But he seems pretty dedicated on staying on the throne.
No, he actually stepped away. He's just in front of it.
Okay. Right now I'll make a stealth though, so that way I can at least remain hidden from him to some extent.
Okay, my turn.
Do you want me to roll stealth or?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, you have a pillar to hide. You have a huge negative at this point. You don't know what his senses are like. He could be incredibly hyper aware, but you can try.
Yeah.
Okay. You try to take shadow in the pillar itself, but you are unaware if he can see you. It is my turn. Taking his weapon in hand, he slams it down on the ground with this like cacophonous like as it echoes and emanates about. His actual the shoulder top itself seems to slide down his arms, and as they the shoulders slide down the front of his armor, they're twin kite shields, granting him even further defense.
I like the sound of this.
So wait,
guy.
he's
It's got a
got
lot of
twin
armor.
kite shields and he's still able to wield an axe?
I mean,
They're attached. They're attached to his armor. He's not technically
So
taking a
yeah.
swing at anyone.
Okay.
Klaus,
Yeah, I'm not happy about it.
you are peering at this veritable tank of an individual. You see less and less of his flesh every time he moves.
He doesn't have any clasps on his armor that are visible, does he?
Negative.
Just out of curiosity.
Negative.
No buckles or anything?
Should
Nothing?
just start derobing him as he's trying to build up his armor.
Not really,
Look,
as far
man,
as you can
it's-
tell.
Belt loop.
Fuck. The kite shields are metal in nature, I assume.
Yes, yes, they are.
Okay. Just because I didn't actually hit it last time, I'm gonna give the body thing another shot. See what happens.
Okay.
So I'm targeting the nearest chain. That will hit.
Yes, that's gonna hit.
Take this.
Okay.
Hey.
Very good. It seems to take the frost on, and it looks like it starts to chill up. The chain itself doesn't really emit, like it's not going to bleed. There's no immediate telltale sign. You just see like bits of this
Right.
frost seem to grow over the top of it. Sakata, you're up.
I kind of want to trip him, but I don't think I can physically do that.
But if he hits the ground, he's gonna cut a hole through this earth. This guy weighs a lot.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna casually.
He's
swing
like,
at him.
in a previous life, I was Paul Bunyan's axe.
I was Paul Bunyan's bunions.
So
Oh,
here's
God.
a casual
It
attack.
was a shitty life.
And then here's the second attack that I have. If I can do this correctly. What the? How?
Yowza, that's not going to cut it.
How?
Horam.
What?
I'm gonna take another 10 foot step, and I'm gonna use my Warrior of Holy Light ability,
Okay.
which gives any ally within 30 feet +1 to like everything. I'll
Okay.
to you.
Very good. +1 to everything. I'm assuming it's attack, damage, and skill checks.
Attack, damage, skill checks, and AC and fear.
Very cool. Very good.
That's just for you or everybody?
Everyone.
Every ally within 30 feet.
Top of the
Cost
initiative,
one of my smites.
Jerrod. You're up.
All right, real quick, say that one more time. What do I get as far as bonuses go?
You get +1 to everything.
Oh, okay.
Literally anything that you have, it's +1 to.
Yeah, seeing as he is just like armor buffed and everything.
They're trying,
Jerrod's gonna
Jekko.
try and grapple him.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, he
Well,
wants
let's
to
see what you
try and
got.
Go ahead and see if he can't grapple him, and let's see here. I don't suppose I get a +1 on that CMB.
Guys.
Likely,
No.
yeah, you will. Oh, you don't? Okay.
No, you do. I was kidding.
Oh. Don't fuck with me like that.
Sniper's not my ally, though. Let's be real.
It applies to everyone but Jerrod.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
No, it does.
No, 18. Probably not enough.
That's not going to do. The moment that you try to grapple him to bring him downward, you feel your body actually go against his, and there's nothing at all. There's no shake, there's no shiver, nothing in his step at all. You literally feel like you are grappling a metal tree.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to try that.
That's actually happened before in this campaign.
Yeah, that's accurate.
You cut fingers off.
Then, yeah, he's just going to go ahead and try for a swing.
Okay.
All right, so power attack.
Let's bet that sniper rolls a 1. Oh my god! I can't believe she said that and then he rolled a 1. This is amazing. Give me a D100, please.
2.
Watching Skibby crazy.
Wow. You rolled a 2 and a D100. That's real low.
Damn it, Leah.
I blame
Don't
you,
jinx him.
Leah. I
He already
blame
has
you.
bad enough luck as it is. Can I still use
Oh, wow, actually. That's wild. Stuck. Your weapon is stuck in the nearby surface of the target you've struck.
So I
Stuck in
just
his
went ahead and
shield.
like smacked it into his shield and got caught behind it.
As you swing into it, you basically hit the shield and shoulder, and your sword is stuck in his shield and shoulder.
Gross.
And
I told you not to roll a 1. You had one job. Oh my god. Go ahead. What's your question?
And for how long?
Until you retrieve it. It's going to take a strength check. Sword and stone style, boss.
Guys,
Give me, hey, sir, just you can hold
Seeing
there.
the armored monstrosity hunkering down and hearing hard clangs, I'll stop and look back. I can't do this without my things. And I will double move back through the room as far as I can, going this way.
such
Okay.
bravery.
Okay.
Hightailing the god.
Curious, where are you going?
So, across to the other room just to see if I can find anything else that's better over there.
Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, is there anything other than the room that's here? There's nothing else, right? Like, I have nothing else that's going to be able to help.
That's accurate. You don't really know what that room is. You just know that you smelled rich fungus.
Yeah.
So you're about to leave us to run out of the room.
To find something that could possibly help us? Yes.
Or murder us. We could be dead by the time you come back.
Okay.
Tonight, we're going to be paying our respects to everyone in the group, I think. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. I have to present this notion here. This is the DM in me is okay with this happening, but the bub in me, that's a reasonable, logical person, I don't see this happening. You don't know what this place is, nor where you're going. You don't really know if you're moving into a trap or anything. That. You believe that you're confident, but one, you don't know where your animal companion is. Two, you're not adequately equipped to handle anything in physical combat. You believe that your best bet for survival is to be with these men.
I mean, it just seems so unlikely that Balthar would be like, "All right, nothing I can do here. Have good luck, boys. I'll be back."
No, I mean, but realistically, other than just sit here and go, oh, I guess I'll just wait for my spell to die out. I mean, like, what else is there going to be to do?
Try to do something?
Poke him in the back. Draw a line of flank.
You said he's a large creature, right?
No, he's
6
technically
feet.
not a large-sized creature.
Yeah, he's like us.
He's a little bit taller than us, but also as wide as us. Tall.
I guess I'll acrobatics over behind him.
Okay, so you want to move up behind him then. You basically want to stand in his chair. That's what I'm getting.
If it's possible, yeah.
Okay, go for it. Give me an acrobatics.
$25.
Looks good. You acrobatics into the throne itself. As you turn, you have no clear shot of this person's head. His rear side looks as defensible as his front. Where this right here clearly depicts that his head is available. This has like almost... it's got like a metal cape that kind of drapes around his head, not allowing anyone access to the rear side of his dome.
I attack anyway?
Go for it. You got one shot. Let's see what you got. You only get one shot. Do not miss a chance.
Nothing.
Correct.
Slip.
My turn. You hear from this solidified metallic object that everyone is seemingly just crashing into over and over again with their weapons. You hear a... Klaus, you're up.
I mean, am I though? I guess I'm just gonna target the same chain that I already hit and try again, see if it breaks at this point. We'll see what happens. Nope.
Negative. The swaying chain is too much. Sakata! Sakata!
Second verse, same as the first. Here's an attack. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
How have I rolled 3 2s in a row? What the fuck?
If you roll another one, you have to kiss InYou. It's gonna be fun.
What
Lucky!
Thank goodness. I didn't vouch for this. I mean, I'm sorry, Red, but like, you're not my type.
Horam!
Yeah, I'm gonna finally be able to move into... Actually, can I hit him from where I'm standing now? If I'm beside Jerrod, who's hawking up 4
No,
spaces?
you're technically not, because gotta remember he's... damn it. I gotta move here. No, you're not gonna be able to.
Okay. Can I get in? Is this part of the chair itself?
No, that's an area that if you moved up there, you technically
Okay,
you
then
could have gone
that's
from your
where I'd like
destination.
to
You
go.
started here, so 5,
Yeah.
10.
I could go
Yeah,
there.
you're
I
good.
just thought that was the chair, but okay. Then,
Bear in mind, where you're
I'm
currently
gonna do
beginning to
my
swing, this is where Jerrod is actually like he's holding on to his weapon and he's trying to peel it from his armor. It seems to be stuck, wedged into the armor and shield itself.
Is there any way I could assist him in removing the weapon?
I mean, you can try. You can try to strength check it at this point, because he hasn't had an opportunity to do that yet.
Yeah, I'll give him a strength check assist.
Oh, so you're going to go ahead and try and assist with him, like knocking his sword out.
Yeah, kind of getting your weapon out before I start striking.
Please do.
No, well, I just kind
That
of
is
looked at
not
it
going to do it.
He's like,
it's not moving.
do
That's
your
not good.
best. I believe
Jerrod,
in you.
you're up.
Ugh. Yeah, at this point, it's just...
And kiss. That's right, Luna.
Alright, so strength check to pull his weapon out. 16.
Negative. That is not enough.
Oh. Or wait, no. I was supposed to add a +1 to it, right?
Oh, so was that,
Correct.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
That's still not enough.
Yeah.
And for his
Just to
second,
set
he's
this
gonna
now?
just, like,
To set this now, the DC is 20.
yeah, he's going to go ahead and like put a boot on the guy's hip and just be like, "Arrgh!"
I like how you're using him for leverage.
I mean, he's basically
Oh.
a rock.
Fuck,
And
this
I
is
apparently
funny.
wedged in deeper.
Yeah, you just kind of... Can you fumble on an attempt to retrieve your weapon?
Bruh, can you
You
just
pull
like
it, you
let it
pull it
go?
out and throw it up into the bodies in the ceiling. Now what?
Balthar.
Would I see that Klaus is trying to shoot these bodies that are hanging from the ceiling?
Yes, you would.
Alrighty. I will run off the back of Zenith and try to cut at one of these bodies then.
You will run up the back of Zenith.
Yeah, run off of him so that way I can leap up and try to.
Okay, you know he's only he's 6 feet tall. He's literally not a ramp. He's just a 6.5 foot tall dwarf. And these are hanging 30 feet up. You know what? Your acrobatics is going to be everything here. You're not going to get a running jump though. If you can do it, I'm all about that life. But let's see what you got. Are you trying to reflex up to his shoulders and then leap off his shoulders?
Well, if I'm on the chair, don't I have more height on him because of it?
Like 2 feet.
So I mean, it would be the 21 to kick off of him then, unless I'm doing
Okay.
a reflex or something.
That's going to be the equivalent of you scaling up his body. Now, give me an acrobatics off his shoulders. That's 6 feet up. You still have quite a distance to go. Remember, vertically, it's every 4 points.
20?
Every 4 points. Yeah.
That's 5, right? I'm doing math.
That's 5 plus your body length, so it's going to be 6 plus the length of your body. Which, how tall are you? 7 feet?
7, yeah.
Okay, so that's 13 plus 5. That's 18. You're 18 feet up, a 30-foot gap. It is 10-foot long chains. So, yeah, you will be able to leap up and strike at one of them, but you're not going to be able to do it with a bow. And at this point, you technically haven't dropped your bow.
I don't even have it. It broke. I've been using the dagger the whole time.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Let's see what you got. Give me the dagger strike. Make your attack.
25.
That'll do, pig. Give me some damage.
Five, and I don't know if the vampiric dagger's effect
Okay.
kicks in or if it has one to begin with.
It has 0 effect. You basically slash out, and as you do so, it strikes the chain, and it begins swaying the body around you.
No, I was
My
striking.
turn.
I was striking the body. I wasn't striking at the chain.
What are you gonna? Are you just gonna cut the body in half?
Yeah, 'cause
It's a
that's
dead
what I saw.
body.
So it didn't. So okay, that's fine. I mean, if
It's a
nothing
dead body.
happens, that's fine.
There are chains at the feet of the body, and it's hanging from the ceiling. My turn.
Okay. Where
There is
did
a
I land,
shake.
by the way?
We'll say that it's just next to him. We'll say there. Okay. There is a momentary shake in his body. Jerrod, as you're holding on to him, The shield tilts downward, reviewing his face, and he looks at you closely. Very closely. We're talking like within inches of your face as he leans in.
I counted to 20. Was that enough? Is it finally my turn?
Give us another 10?
He's going to take an attack at you. As he does this, I need you to give me reflex, Jerrod.
All right, because, you know, that's what I'm good at. 7.
Okay, all right.
I like the
One thing you can count on. Or wait,
Jerrod, you
8
lose hold.
plus 1.
You lose hold of your weapon. He brings his axe downward again on the ground, and as this happens, the kite shields swing upward over his shoulders. It is now hanging inside of the kite shield over his shoulder, just across his back. You will need to get to his back if you'd like to attempt to remove your weapon. He takes his attack. Targeting you first, Jerrod.
That's a hit.
Are you sure?
And you're going to take 20 points of damage.
Oh.
You also get +1 AC if you don't remember. I know it's not 37, but I'm just saying.
Man,
Hey,
that
my
really
AC's
almost made
pretty
it.
damn impressive, but not that impressive.
As long as he doesn't roll a 1, I think we're good, right, guys?
Yeah. No. Oh,
And
actually.
who's the second hit on?
You. Take 22 points of damage.
42
Another
in one
22.
round. Okay.
Guys,
We're gonna die here.
yeah, Jerrod suddenly looks extremely fucked up as like
He takes his third
armor-
attack.
Huh,
Oh.
that misses.
24 misses? Very good. Klaus!
Oh, thank
You
God.
see this
I thought you were
dwarf
about to say
release
fourth attack.
release a torrent of attacks over the top of Jerrod. 2 of them seemingly come down and almost bisect his armor in ways that you would see like a surgeon over flesh. His weapon is just slicing through.
Fuck. I'm gonna turn to Sakata and go.
Get me to Jerrod.
Guess the thing is like 5 feet away.
Just like chuck him.
Can I do that old school like basketball thing where like I roll him from the tips
No, he's
off my
got.
shoulder? And...
I thought Sakata had 1 5-foot arm though. Can't you just place
He
it?
has.
I just
He has.
hold my arm out.
He has one
so
5-foot
yeah,
arm,
I'll-
that's correct.
I'll hold my action until he can get me over to Jerrod, and then I'll cast a Cure Crit on him.
Okay. All right. If you're going to do that, if you're going to extend your arm out to hold that, that's going to take your move action, Sakata.
Yeah. No, I'm not going.
Are you?
Do that. That'd be silly.
You're not going to do that.
I'm not going to hold my arm out, but I am, however, going to step a little bit closer to him. That way,
Okay.
he can.
You're going to 5-foot.
Just... Yeah.
All right. So Klaus, you and Sakata are now acting on the same round.
Okay.
So he's
then,
going to 5-foot as a
I'll-
free action. Go ahead.
I'll move over to Jerrod and go ahead and cast my Cure Crit.
This is going to
I
be
can make the distance.
Yes, I'm assuming you will. He will lean down and allow you to do that. This is going to be a battle of the blows.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
It's a real slobber knocker.
This isn't going to go well.
My God!
My God. Wait, when did
Turbo,
you-
I'm glad you're here.
Turbo, maybe if you showed up more often. You'd know.
The players are gonna need help.
Heal for 29, so
Heal
basically one of its
29.
attacks. Actually, it's an attack and a half, but
All right, Sakata.
Hey,
He's moved over. He's
that
now
helps.
he's now on top of Jerrod. Go ahead and move yourself to Jerrod's shoulder. And Sakata, you still have your move and attack.
Then yeah, I'm going to attack him.
Go for it. The kite shields are up, Realistically,
Oh my god.
realistically, you guys should be able to strike him now.
Yeah, if I'm not fucking awful at rolling dice. I'm going to assume
Let's
24
go
doesn't
for
hit him.
this.
That's correct. 24 does not strike.
Does that hit?
That is currently an even or odd.
Oh my god.
Wait, don't you crit on that?
No, scythes are 20 only.
Oh.
Even in my favor.
Even. You're gonna strike.
Jesus, so we gotta break a DC at 30?
And I rolled 4
Ouch.
ones.
And a
Oh my god! The best part is, let's go ahead and see that damage back on yourself.
Watch me. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be max. It's gonna be fucking max. It's gonna be.
Oh my
There
god.
it is.
Calling it now.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's go.
I rolled
16.
2s all fucking night, and then I roll minimum damage and max damage on. I hate this game.
Horam.
Bob, I'm joining your Friday.
I'm gonna cut him. I'm actually gonna cut him this time.
Go for it. You can try.
I'll trade spots with Ben. Ben can come here. That way, him and
Make it
Will can
count.
come together.
I have a -4 to hit, right? Because of my damage.
Yes, you do. You do in
Okay.
fact.
But you get a plus
I gotta,
one
I gotta
for
calculate
your...
this out. And also, yeah, I know.
Watch as Bob sits by, adamantly. Hey! Hey! That's gonna
You
do,
don't even
pig.
even
That'll
rot
do.
it. You just go ahead and do it.
Yeah. What's up? Now I've got to figure out my damage. And he's not
Wait,
evil. I mean,
I
he's
just
not
realized
undead,
something.
correct?
I had +1 to that roll. It would have been 31. Oh. Man, glad I got the right
Well,
number
that's what
anyway.
you get for not remembering.
Yeah.
I mean, you hit him anyway.
Yeah, no,
You got
I'm
it.
not complaining. I'm glad. I'd say I'd won to the damage, but no. It's too late. It's not right, Kitty.
I'll take it. That's. You guys are gonna need it. You're gonna need every fucking point you can get. Horam, what's your damage?
45.
That's vomit-inducing.
That is
that's
with
okay.
+1, of
It
course.
immediately reduces by 10 after the first strike. So, it's that one.
Okay, how does it work here? Do you overcome damage reduction?
Yes, all damage reduction. That if it's smitten, yes. And I'm
Okay.
going to use smitten from now on instead of smited because
Smitten is the correct
All right.
term. So, good on you.
All right, top of the initiative line, Jerrod.
Actually,
You no longer have to
for-
worry about getting struck.
It's not smitten, it's smote.
I suppose, yeah. In this case.
You're up, Jerrod. What do you do?
You know, I want to get here. You know, I want to go ahead and slip up behind him,
Just go under his legs. It's fine. That's fine. It'll work.
but I don't know if that would be combat maneuver, you know, a combat maneuver against him, or if that would be acrobatics.
That would be acrobatics. He's not going to let you by. He's not just going to willy-nilly slide by so you can get over to his back. And there is no realistic ability where you try to just pass by. If you charge, if you bull rush through, you can. You're gonna get.
No.
He's gonna attack bop you.
Yeah, so he's going to try and slip by, gets the attack of op, but I still get through, right?
I'll leave it to a die fall.
He hits.
Take 21. Even or odd in your favor, sir.
It's always even.
It's always even. It's even. You managed to leap across, not without taking a vicious blow, though.
All right, so that since that's my movement,
Now you get to grab your weapon.
can I try and pull my weapon out?
You can try.
Don't that one strength again.
You guys have effectively surrounded him on all ends. Problematically, as you try to leap across, guess who falls off your shoulder?
God damn it. You know, I'm just...
Let's just really.
You will
hope he doesn't
succeed.
have
You
cleave.
manage to pull your weapon from your shoulder.
Let's just hope this guy doesn't have cleave.
If he does, we're fucked.
Yeah, it'll just keep spinning.
Okay. Jerrod, that's your round. You have your sword back. Balthar, you're up.
Yep.
Is that slit in his eyes, in his armor still open, where his eyes are?
I mean, he's not really wearing much of a facial guard. It's basically, it's just like a cape, right? It surrounds the back of his head. Imagine like a metal popped collar all the way around.
No, I understand that, but I'm talking about the front of him.
You can see his face.
Actual, like,
Yeah.
front visor.
Yeah,
I'll
no, he's not wearing a helmet. You can see his face.
Yeah,
Then
from
can
like
I
the ears
call
up, he's
shot
still
to his
just
eyes?
bare.
-8.
Blind to possible.
-8 from the roll. Still have to beat his AC.
Yes.
Negative. He
Try it
draws.
again.
Go for it. He draws up at this point, seeing you're trying to fire at him. He draws up shoulder. Shield kind of like flies up. You can still see his face, but it's still, if you're gonna try at his eyes, it's -8 every time.
No, nothing.
All right.
I will move back 5
Did
feet.
you? Okay, that's fine.
Oh no, I pull around it. That's never mind. I can't do that. Right?
Correct. Yeah, that's accurate. I was actually gonna say I don't know if you rapid shot or not.
No, I don't.
Looking at the dice modifiers. Oh shit, that makes way more sense. Wait, so you're just trying to stab him in the eyes with your dagger?
Yeah, he just came down on.
That's fucking horrifying. Oh my god. Okay, all right. You're like, get him in the eyes. All right.
Yeah, I don't have my longbow. All I have is the dagger.
Horam, you have brought yourself to the forefront of targeting. What is your
I mean, I
AC,
figured
Horam?
as much. Against him, it's 31.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He has a +20 to hit.
Yeah, I mean,
Not right now, he doesn't.
Be right back.
Oh.
Ooh, that'll do,
Makes
pig.
it.
Yep, that's his first attack in the round. That's a
Okay.
natural 20. Roll to confirm.
Oh, wait, any is 31 plus the one?
It's including the one, yes.
Damn.
So your AC is 30?
31 is my AC.
31. All right, even or out of my favor. I'm going to declare even. Even. I got it. Confirmed.
Goodbye, Amy.
And last attack. Okay, that's
See
going to be
you guys
this.
in the afterlife. Later.
This is going to be rough because this was a power attack.
The first one was not the second one, right? Right.
They were all power attacks. Definitely all
Yeah.
power attacks.
Okay. Let's go.
All right.
Let's see in which I die.
First attack. Take 30.
And then the crit.
Second attack. This is multiplied by 3. Take 93
That's dead.
points of damage, Horam.
That's 120.
93 total, or altogether?
Just from the crit.
120.
You took
Well,
100.
I'm gonna say,
You're dead.
yeah, that's a little below my my health.
Then there's still one more attack.
Horam. No, the last attack missed.
No, the
Horam.
last
You
one
missed the last one.
lost. I do want to go ahead and point out there is a way for him to immediately go ahead and recover damage, just so everyone knows.
Yeah.
Hint.
This is not. I mean, what is your max
Most
total
of the
hit points,
chat-
Horam?
most of the chat was saying that they want us to die, so I don't think we're getting that.
90.
90.
So,
Okay, so in
I'm
one
33
single
below.
attack, in his full round, they would have to be able to put you at such a positive. You were at negative 33.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a death. That is a
Yeah,
death
yeah,
if there was ever a death.
I've got
That's an
16
insta kill.
Yep.
That right there is an
was
insta-kill.
Instantly death.
As he draws his mighty axe downward over the top of Horam, like a log being split, Horam, despite the type of armor he wields, is unable to resist the horrific blow. Turbo, it's not going to do. He's dead. There's nothing you can do about it. You don't have the coin to bring his body back here. You just don't.
Especially
Unless you guys... hold on. Unless you guys wanted to bring back his one divine saving at 50,000 reputation.
It's a lot of rep.
You're technically 4,000 in, so...
Well, I mean, if nothing else, he can definitely use that to heal you or me up. Because, yeah. We're all...
Are you trying to think that we might die?
46,000 more reputation. Yeah, it's 50,000. That calls upon the only divine savior right there. That's it. That's the only one each character gets. And Klaus has already called his in. And unfortunately, it was bought back multiple times. It cost like 200,000 reputation.
Yeah, in total.
I really don't think that we got enough to go ahead and do an instant resurrection, guys. I think this one...
Turbo says he'll front 24.
That's half, but I don't think there's enough rep in to get the other half.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, guys.
The turtle just won't die. I'll get 4K if someone does it. So right now, we're at 6 in. Guys, we've only got a minute to do this, so you guys have to figure this out now. We're at 6 in. We need to reach 50.
In the front, 24, so that's 28 total. And then an extra 2, so 30. 20 more K. Oh, never mind.
If you guys have it in you and you want to save someone, this is your time. I'm going to give you guys until the end of the round to figure it out. Sakata, it is your turn.
I just watched my friend equivalently just fucking disappear.
No.
Turbo Wars just donated 24,000. That's 30,000 reputation. No, you... Oh, excuse me, that's 28. So, yeah, we need 22 rep, or 22K rep.
Luna, you
did it backwards! Uh-oh, he loves Innie so much.
Also, you can knock off 10,000 of that, Luna. You don't have to do 32. It's only 22,000.
I turned into what I hated. While they're gonna be doing that, I guess I'm just gonna attack. Yeah, again.
So that's
Oh, God,
32.
Even Matt Venner went ahead and just
Donated. Well, he tried. He tried to donate 23.
There you go.
Very good. That's it. Your armor is completely destroyed, Horam. It is eviscerated as his blade passes through you, which surely would have split you in twine. You are at full hit points, yet you have no AC outside of your natural dexterity.
He's naked.
This is a true healing. This means that your body is healed in full. Meaning you no longer have to worry about the broken clavicle. You no longer have to worry about the damage to your calf. It is undone.
It is all good in the hood, but you are butt naked with just a sword.
It's like
just like he was born.
Yeah, that's right. Just like you were born. That's right. Sakata, what do you have for me? That was 50,000 reputation to save his life. That's it. Horam gets no more.
That hurts, right?
That's gonna hit.
Watch it. It's all that one. That's slightly better.
That is better. Can confirm. Hey, and men damage yourself.
Add 1 to the damage as well.
Sure. I got you. I did it already anyway because I figured you haven't. Since it's,
I haven't used the macros.
I don't even want to think about what kind
the audience
of
to
HP this
determine
is.
their ultimate
This is added
fate.
with the +1. No.
I didn't actually get to hear that all the way through. That's gonna miss. So I'm gonna read this. This came from Sig Valdison. For the slaying of a character but allowing the audience to determine their ultimate fate. $5. Thank you very much, Sig. I appreciate that, sir. That's much loved. Much loved. Alright, Sig, I'll get you a rep in just a little bit.
It's
all
okay,
right.
Turbo. There's every possibility you're going to have to do that again.
with the 700 rep.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit. Klaus. Klaus.
I'm just kind of on the ground right now, so
You are in fact.
I'm
You're
gonna
next to
crawl
me.
up his leg and bite his dangly bits.
You can try.
Damn right I can. You are damn motherfucking right I can.
If there's
What
ever
is
a
it with
time to
you?
get a nat
It's
20
like you have turned into animals now twice, and each time you're like, I'm gonna bite his dick off.
Okay, no, the first time it was his face.
Yeah.
That part
Digging my
is,
rabbit teeth into his face.
he does
repeatedly.
better as an animal.
He's more aggressive.
Bub, have
Here's
you
a
ever had a
blackjack.
turtle snap your taint?
Nope.
Yeah, think about that for a second.
18.
No.
Do I climb
I
his
won't.
leg?
That. What the fuck? You know what? Sure. You get it. You find the right pieces to climb upon. As you begin to bite and pull you recoil your head back into the shell, use your claws to pull yourself up. You expend your entire round climbing up and hanging on his dangly bits. It's entirely going to be up to luck of the dice on the next round. Horam,
Fuck yeah.
Horam looking you in the face, seeing his weapon pass through to you. His eyes grow wild as he begins to look around, and you see him peer down at you.
What kind of magic? Oh, curse are you under? Whose divine blessing has you?
You're up, Horam.
Sarah Ray's blessing.
He's like, Thera Ray, motherfucker.
Catch these hands.
Yeah, he's about to put you back in the dirt.
Damn hands.
Hands.
Yeah, probably. I get knocked down, then I get up again. Then I get knocked
But
down. and
only
stay
for
down.
this time, and I stay down. That's right. Make your attack.
Okay. Do diddly do.
That's not gonna do.
That's not great.
That's not gonna do
That's
diddly
okay.
do.
That's not gonna do diddly do. Can I take the second attack too?
Yeah.
It's -6 usually, right?
I think it's 5 actually. Subtract 5 from that total. Because it's 6 and 1, so yeah, it's -5.
Okay.
That's gonna do.
Okay.
Yipes. Wowzers. Okay, he's bloodied.
Guys, we're almost
Wow.
there.
Jerrod, before your eyes, you see the armor shatter off of the body of Horam from the blade fall, yet there is no marks over his body. In fact, standing nearly in the buff, he seems to be completely unscathed.
Yeah, he's not going to see that. He's going to see that, instead, what Jerrod is going to see is, you just tried to kill my friend. And damn near succeeded. Yeah, he's going to get an overhand strike. He's going to try and cleave this SOB in half. And so, power attack, vital strike.
Okay, let's see what you got. See what you got.
And he is now flanked, correct?
Yeah, you're gonna let me worry about the flank bonus. And wait, does that ability still linger when you're dead? Because that technically, for a brief moment, you would have been winked out of existence.
No, it was out.
Okay. So
yes,
if we're
you don't
counting
get
in the
this
flank
one.
bonus,
Wait, that means
I'm just doing
Let me-
a standard.
Just make
I'm
your
just doing
standard
my
attack.
numbers, not including bonus.
Correct.
Technically, you died, so now this is your first hit against him again.
Oh shit! Oh, shit.
Did the sniper
Confirm?
destroy him?
But with flank bonus, it's gonna hit.
Fucker.
With flank bonus, it's gonna hit.
Do it, sniper.
All right.
Wreck his motherfucking world.
And let's go ahead and double check that damage.
Now do as much damage as I can do in 5 rounds in 1 round.
That's a lot still. It's
That's
time
64,
Hell yeah.
and that's just the first attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
right. And now with the second attack.
Not 20 again. Oh, wait, does that
Actually,
still
that's still a crit. That's in my
potential
crit.
crit?
My
boy,
God.
Roll to confirm.
Do it again.
Roll to confirm.
boy.
Do it again.
And do I roll with the 13 or do I roll with my full?
It's with a 13.
13.
Oh boy. Oh boy! With the flank.
That is not going to do it. That will
Just
not
a standard
confirm.
hit.
But just still
Just standard hit.
Yeah, it's still a hit.
Yeah.
Well, considering, the damage I deal out anyway.
Yeah, it's still.
Hit him with it.
It's still about. Oh.
There you go.
So
That's about 90.
over 94 points of damage.
As you begin to bring your weapon down over the top of his head, the moment that you crush over the back of his skull, as he begins to bleed, you see these almost souls begin to reach out from his body. They seem to call out and cry in angst, pain, and anger, and various screams liberate the silence of the room as they're trying to escape his body. Balthar.
Go for a strike on him, I guess, since souls are bleeding out from him.
So, but what was
Actually, can I switch? Oh no, he'd attack me if I switched on my weapon, right? As a move action.
Can you wait? What are you trying to do? And I'll let you know if you can do it.
I want to grab one of the black daggers, one of the daggers from the bandolier, the one with one of the crazy worms on it, and strike him with it instead of the black dagger in my hand.
Okay. Are you proficient with kunai?
I believe it's an exotic weapon, right?
Not entirely sure. I don't have
I'll
my
check
cool
it
rule
right
book in front of me. Please do.
Well, I mean, if you're doing it as just a dagger that can be thrown, then
Kunai is a marsh. Oh no, sorry, it's a quick thing. Hold on.
I believe Kunai is an exotic because that would be from.
Pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
I'm about 70% sure.
Kunai's not on here.
Kunai Pathfinder?
Kunai would only be under the Jade Regent books. So, that having been said,
The kunai is a thick exotic weapon.
It's thick.
So it's a what, -4, right, to the strike?
Yeah.
I'll strike with the kunai then. 14. That's a miss.
Though there are some really unique benefits that come with using a kunai.
Which is
such as you
Nothing that you
use
can use right here. You can use it as a pitten or a crowbar
Yeah.
without being damaged in the process. It's kind of interesting.
all right. It's your turn, since it was a move action for me to do that.
Okay. All right.
Oh boy, don't worry, we can lose.
Oh boy. Oh boy. With unnatural speed, he turns, and as he does so, he draws the... Oh, I just punched my fucking desk. Ow, that fucking hurts so bad. Oh, damn it. That sucks so
The
bad.
spirit of Jerrod is just like, that's what you get. Please don't kill me.
Yeah, you can give him one heal. It's not going to be like the same thing as before. It's not like what they get. The players, they get a little bit of advantage here. Damn it.
Can we not have him drop 3 heals on the enemy again?
He can't. The enemy, he's never been able to heal that much.
No, I consider dropping 3 healing potions on Sniper the same thing.
Oh, well, that wasn't actually him that did that.
Yeah, it
Wait,
was.
no, oh, I know what you're talking about. I got you. I got you. So,
Guys! It
what
was an
is
honor.
your AC?
Without the modifier from any, it'd be 25.
If he's completely... Oh no, would it matter if he's completely surrounded, or...
No, it doesn't affect his ability to hit.
No.
With a
I'm talking
natural
about,
speed, you punch
do
the
we-
desk. Yes, I do. Fuck.
Do we get an attack on him for doing that? for
No,
turning?
no, he didn't. He didn't. Everybody, like, I don't know why everybody thinks that you can get an attack on someone for turning around in combat. It's literally like, it's less than a 5-foot step. He's just
not moving
angling
out
his
of a
body a
threat
different
range.
direction.
He's just, yeah.
Okay, so. Boom.
That's a hit,
Bam.
and that's me down.
Boom, bang, bang, bang.
Is he going to continue hitting the guy who's down? Just checking.
Well, he's going to miss on that last one.
Yeah.
Bing, 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 bing.
That wasn't 24 damage.
That wasn't 24 damage. Oh,
No.
No, those
So-
are just hits.
there is some vague hope that he rolls super low on damage.
Take 27.
Okay.
How you looking?
-5. I'm down.
Downed. Very good.
Okay.
Okay.
Gave you 8 grand.
That's
Counter that
what.
if you're gonna- He wants to heal the
You,
bad.
you can do it. You can do it. You
Yeah,
guys can
bad.
counter the heals. It's going to cost
Oh, wait,
8k,
we
but yeah. Yeah, you guys can counter the heals.
Wait.
If you guys
heal
do-
the baddie?
Yeah, everybody's always had the option to heal the baddie one time. But you guys can counter it, or as many times as he'd like to pay for it. That's my go. Sakata, you're up.
Okay.
Your ally has been dropped. You no longer have line of flank.
Don't I have line of flank with Horam?
No, he's not a large-sized character. He's got to be directly behind.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes me sad. I can't even if I scoot over to right here, I'd still be in.
No, you're occupying. You'll be occupying his space, and it won't happen.
All
The
right,
only person that
so
currently has
here's
flank is Balthar.
Those two.
Yeah.
Here's a normal attack then.
It
Oh,
depends.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead. That's even or odd, in your favor.
Wait, what about this? Is the +1?
No, the plus
No,
one's not there
you don't
anymore.
get a plus
Plus one
one.
got canceled.
right.
Yeah, remember he was died. And wait, I thought 31 beat the bonus. No, beat his AC.
Oh no, it does. It does. Sorry. It does. Thank you for saying that.
So
Yeah.
here's the damage. And the fun things about Scythes is that it's ×4.
It's crit times 4,
Holy
correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
My
pretty
God.
stupid.
Yes.
All right,
That is-
that's a lot.
Hold on.
And
That's 116.
It's 16. Yeah, 116 points of damage.
Gross.
yeah, and guys, don't celebrate too long because I need to remind you, Jerrod just got down.
Is he still standing?
Well,
He's still
he
standing.
will be, but,
Okay,
He's still
it's-
standing.
Another.
Go for it.
Oh wait, hold on. Before I do that, I have to do this.
I think everybody assumes immediately that because they see the high numbers rolling out, it's huge, but this
No,
is
the fact that you
literally
said
a
that-
Not
this
with
is
that
a
much
chapter
damage.
boss. This is a chapter boss. There are multiple phases in chapter bosses. I have yet to enter my next phase.
You just had to keep cutting through.
This
them
isn't
until
even
it
my
was
final form.
Thank you. Thank you.
Goodbye, friends. I'm the next one to drop.
Keek, what are you doing? All right, Sakata, that's not going to work. Klaus, you're up. You're on his bits currently.
I'm gonna start biting.
Wait, when Indy died, did he get his whole spell restoration back? Because it says if he's new.
It's not going to be like that. It's not going to give all of his spells back. That's right,
Am I
Printagonist.
just gonna get one bite attack, or what's the
Yeah, you're gonna
here?
get one. If you take your attack at this point, it's going to treat you as making an attack. If you release, you could fall. It just depends on what you want to do here.
Okay. Is releasing a move action? Like, would I be able to attack and then release after the fact?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna attack and then release. Or if I hit, I'm going to release.
Get that worm.
That's probably not gonna hit.
That
I
is not
don't
going to
know
hit.
how much armor is on this taint, though. To be fair,
More
You
than
might-
nine.
You holding on?
enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on since I haven't had the chance to actually deal damage to him yet.
All right, Horam, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna touch him with my sword.
You want to heal Jerrod? Okay.
$36.
God damn. Yeah.
That dice
Did you
looks
want
like
me to
it's
roll my
broken.
Did you want me to roll
Things are
damage
starting to
or
look-
my second attack first?
Make your attack.
21.
That's always 21.
Okay. Things are looking really bad right now.
For us or for him?
For him. Go for it. You're up.
Oh.
40.
God.
Yep. Things are looking way more rough. All right.
Okay, he's about to have a friend here in a minute. Possibly.
Sounds good. You bring down 40. More souls begin emitting from his body. Jerrod, give me a number 1 to 10.
I don't like him. He's spooky.
Wait, it doesn't matter. He automatically, comes back as a shark.
Oh yeah, you are a shark.
Where shark?
That's
He was
not
just
good.
downed.
Oh, wow. Good point.
Yeah, so...
Good point. You're going to spend your round turning, though.
Yeah, and that's going to ruin this new magical armor I got, ain't it?
Unfortunately, until you have the shifting
But no,
ability, you have to have...
like,
Not all armor resizes.
never mind then.
Not all armor resizes. You have to have a special property on your armor so it resizes with you.
So yeah, given that he's buckled down, all of a sudden you just hear metal crunching, fingers digging into skin, into the skin of his chair, and from between his shoulders, a large fin starts to protrude.
And Sniper's definitely trying to take a shit. That's all I heard out of that.
Dug his fingers into
Wow,
the
man! I'm gonna go ahead and call some shit on some of your more questionable voice acting skills. Then.
Yeah, you let me know when. So, Jerrod, you're going to be shifting. That's going to be your entire round. Balthar, you're up. You just witnessed your ally go down, and now he's shifting in front of you. This is something you have not seen before.
No, I have not. But seeing as our dwarf friend's still up, I would assume that he's okay to some extent. But,
who's
I mean, the
this?
fight's getting pretty intense. So I'll strike at the dwarf with my first strike with the kunai.
Yes. DM Joey, thank you so much for the host. Brewman Chew,
Who's this?
also coming in with the host. Thank you guys so much. Holy
So
shit.
miss.
I appreciate that. DM
Second
Joey, you
strike.
beast. Go for it.
Is that a critical for kunai or no?
It would be a crit, but you still have to hit.
Then nothing happens.
That's correct. Not this time. My turn. My turn.
Meet. Goodbye, friends.
Attack of opportunity from the three of you.
Oh boy. Full power, right?
Actually, attack of opportunity from Horam and from Balthar.
Oh,
Yeah, I
don't
missed.
want to hit anyways.
Yeah, I messed it. Doesn't
And he
matter.
saved me.
Working on it.
Oh, you're doing
Oh, god damn
good.
it. Go for it. Go for it.
You're doing good.
Give me damage.
Do max.
Give me damage.
1 sec.
I really hope it's like minimum damage.
Fuck off. No.
Max damage, let's go.
Oh, that is good damage.
40 more.
All right. And with that, as he turns to attempt to bull rush your ally, you bring your weapon across. Gnasher's tooth strikes across his skull, and as it does, it seems to remove the top part of his cranium. As this happens, souls begin to rapidly erupt from the top of his head. Screams and cries begin to rain about the room. He shakes, quivering for a moment, and as he does so, the souls begin to move. You see the hole in his head begin to slowly close back up like that of a sphincter. He no longer has any kind of top to his head, but as his body begins to fall before you, he turns back into the weakened shell that he was once prior. As the souls seep into the bodies hanging from the ceiling, the pressure drops down. The figure begins to shrink in size as he becomes what he was before. And over here, layer token. Bam.
Wait, did Will just start touching the floor?
Did Will
He
just
was,
start?
he was lowered back onto his
I'm
feet.
glad Sniper got the joke. Thank you.
Sorry, it was lost on me. I didn't quite get it in that situation. Had a lot
Because
going on.
he's getting a bit saggier, a bit older in looks.
His whole
Skin
body
isn't
dropped to the
as
ground.
Tight.
Yeah,
His new
Now
name
before
is
you-
DJ Stretch Nuts.
Now before you, you'll see that there is a dwarf clutching onto a broken axe in scraps of armor. Shaking around the room, he seems to be looking at each of you. He reaches to the top of his head, hand shaking, and he feels where the head may have actually changed. Looking around. He curls up into a ball. It looks like almost as if he's moving into like the fetal state.
Is this where Wereshark Jerrod can go ahead and just like take a
Oh, yeah.
crime?
Oh yeah, you can attack anybody. You see a beanbag flesh man down on the ground. That's your dwarf, and then your allies here. So, Jerrod, the floor is yours.
Well, the real question is, as I shift, what do I come back at? Like, health-wise?
Half of your HP total.
All right. And there were supposed to be other modifiers that happen. So, of course, his armor pops off because the leather bindings break. And, you know, we never went over these stats.
That's because I can't get you any other day other than Wednesday nights.
True.
Trust me, I talked to the rest of our friends about that.
Ha 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 ha. Okay. Just clue me in, what is his stats supposed to be looking at like at this point? Or do we want to just go ahead and use my current?
You are a half shape, so right now you're basically in mid-transformation. This is your hybrid form. Let me pull up your info and pass it over to you. Your strength will increase by 4, your constitution by 2, your dex will go down by 4.
Okay.
You will gain a bite attack at a d10 plus your strength modifier.
Praise to that -3 strength from before, or -4 rather.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon the sound.
You still have your weapon, but you also gain a bite attack in your full attack round. At no penalty.
Okay. So, all right, and let's see. I gotta go ahead and just make sure I take out my AC. Just drop the armor down to 0.
Dude, Baja Blast has been the only soda that's tasted right since I've come back from this dietary
Really?
challenge. It's been the only soda that's actually tasted good.
Not even voltage?
Not even... Dude, Voltage actually makes me ill. I've tried it on 2 separate occasions, and it's legitimately made me sick.
Oh, and do I get any natural armor?
Yeah, 4. You get 4 natural AC.
Okay.
It makes me a little happy that you can't drink Voltage, because that was like your go-to drink for a while.
All right.
Yes.
I know that good
So,
for you.
with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and... If he's in full beast mode, yeah, we're going to leave it up to the dice. So, he sees basically just 4 bodies in front of him. Just 1d4 from the left.
I mean, your call. Whatever you see as the most immediate threat.
Horam it is.
This is gonna be good.
All right, so let's see. Free 5-foot step, so I still get my full attack action.
Sure.
And let's see here. I'm sorry,
This is gonna be
guys.
bad. This is gonna be
real
bad.
bad.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Here's the real challenge.
yeah,
23 AC.
that's it.
Yeah, I don't.
How
know
is it
if it's
23?
I get.
He doesn't have armor on. He's naked.
That's the thing. He
No.
doesn't have armor.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you're
we're-
right. I don't know what my.
Take
It's
away
minus-
your armor
Whatever your
bonus.
deck is. Whatever your deck
What is your dex modifier?
+1.
So
His
11.
AC is 11.
my
No,
God.
I have a dodge bonus as well, so it's 13.
Okay, so it's 12. Dodge is only +1.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry.
Pray I roll a 1.
You're not going to.
It's up to you.
Yeah, you're hitting us now. You know that you're not going to.
Yeah, this is when you roll well.
It's funny how these sessions with big bosses always end up in sniper killing us instead of the enemy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
funny.
I would hardly say the camel was a big boss.
Okay.
Also, nobody
let's
else attacked the camel except for me, so it's okay anyways.
Boss fights aren't the only time that Sniper likes to kill us.
You're right. You're right.
It's just one of many times.
Okay.
Yep.
So that having been said,
Give me
full
some
attack
damage.
action. So he gets the 2 swings and then a bite attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
You
get the
can kill
second
Horam.
swing out.
Yeah, it's probably
He could
gonna
kill
come
Horam.
here. 16. They're all gonna hit. Just don't roll it.
Give
out.
me. They fought a. It was more than just a basic camel. It was a vampire camel.
Yeah.
All right.
It
So
was
do we want to roll
Jerrod
the damage
with
before the bite
vampire
attack,
camel.
or
No, you're full rounding. Remember, you're in like predator mode.
okay? And the bite attack is at what modifier?
It's a D10 plus your
It's
strength.
it's a D10 plus your strength. Yeah, it's your base attack bonus plus your strength modifier.
Oh, okay. So plus strength modifier. That is 14. Okay, so
They're all gonna
first
hit.
one
So-
was just. Man, I hate to do this.
Yeah, Lucky, you've missed a lot, my friend. A Vamel of Swords.
I'm
Yeah,
The Vampel.
sorry, Innie. I really, really am.
Give me damage.
I-
you're
Let's
I
see it.
know- I know you're not that sorry.
First hit,
33.
Okay.
Fucking hell. At
Go
least
on.
When I went shark, I dropped my fucking bow.
Next attack.
second hit, 29,
So 62.
62.
and the bite attack
Bite attack.
is damage-wise what?
D10 plus 1.5 times strength.
Okay, so.
Well, you're not getting the +1 from me anymore, by the way, because you're not my ally
Yeah,
anymore.
I'm aware.
Even in future combats.
79 points of damage.
Yep, I'm still alive.
Horam is quite bloodied.
There's
There's-
a lot of gore going on, guys.
2 slash marks and a bite mark over his shoulder.
So is Jerrod
Sakata.
replacing you on the turn order now? Or is he just going on his turn?
It's just in turn order at this point.
Well, I'm gonna 5 foot and then attack the were shark, I guess. He doesn't have his armor on, right? So his AC should be relatively low.
16.
Correct.
He's got natural armor, but nothing compared to his.
Yeah.
I'm going to power attack Vital Strike. So here's power attack.
Mm,
So it's 32 to hit, 27 damage, 6 damage to myself, and for it that does hit, right?
Yeah.
yeah, that's gonna hit.
That's here's for the vital part. An extra 5, so 27 plus 5.
It's 32 points of damage. How you looking, Jerrod?
Okay. I'm still up.
Okay. Second
I'm not
attack.
pretty, but I'm up.
You were never pretty.
Oh wait, was that Vital Strike is your entire round, right? Or is
Vital power attack is full round.
okay?
No,
That's
you can
a
only
thing.
Vital Strike on a full round. You can still do your full round, your other
Oh,
attacks.
with power. Okay, yeah. No,
Ah,
anyways.
gotcha. That's what I need to know. So then you do get your secondary attack.
No, because I used Vital Strike on it, so.
That's what I was
No.
asking.
Vital Strike you can only do on a full round action, but it doesn't take away your other attacks.
It doesn't.
It doesn't-
expend it.
Oh, that's what I was like struggling with. Yeah.
So
So then go ahead.
Yeah, so
He still
you
gets
still
another
get
attack
2
on the
attacks
second.
every round.
Okay. So
you can only
here's
get a
another,
vital when you do the
here's
second
another
attack.
power attack, I guess, right?
Boobs
I can do that.
McNoobs is trying to heal the Shark Man. Actually,
Why?
wait a
Oh,
minute.
yeah, 'cause
that
this
was
one should-
that was 2. That was 2 heals, Jerrod.
Yeah.
That was 16,000 that was spent on you. What is that?
Hmm?
How much
What do you
is
mean
that? So that was
16,000
2.
spent on him?
Someone spent 8,000 earlier to heal him as well. No, they spent
No,
4,000.
they-
Yeah.
So it was a
Oh
cure
dear
mod
God!
and a
That
cure
was
Are you
crit.
guys
So that's
serious?
Wasn't it?
Yeah, that was right
Um,
before. That was when he was knocked out.
yeah. So he went down. All right. So then it's gonna be a cure critical. 48 plus 7. I'm gonna roll that now. Since he's technically a villain at the moment, near max. Heal 33.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's all. That was just all of my damage.
Can we counter
Plus
it?
1.
Wait, you have another attack though, dude.
I know, but still.
But can we
That's-
counter with a heal? Since it is a villain.
Horam, you are not immune to curses. You're immune to diseases, correct?
Correct.
All right, then you're safe. You're safe on this call.
Kind of like what he said. Can we counter that because it is on an enemy now?
guys,
The-
it's
the
really not
donation.
going to be worth the art. No, worth the
I'm gonna
risk.
throw
Save it.
change.
I mean, you
Save
said it
it.
yourself. You did the damage in 1 attack. Of
Save
which
it.
you get 2 per round.
Yeah,
It's
and
really
Horam
inconvenient at
Horam
this
is
point.
also still going to get his attack.
Here's with the this is a power attack. That hits, right?
That's going to hit. Pretty sure that's
Yep.
going to hit.
Just barely.
Yeah.
All right. Add 6 to this damage. Because power attack. So
29 damage. Yeah.
29.
And then
Klaus.
So
why
I'm
is it
still
only
in.
max?
I'm still in this guy's pants. Unfortunately.
You
So-
wouldn't be inside of his pants. You at this point, since basically everything has fallen off of him, nothing would fit
Okay.
anymore.
Right.
So,
it
you're
would all
like
just
you might be
kinda
sitting in like a
pull-
pauldron or something like that. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
What is that smell?
I'm going to target Mr. Sharkman with a ray of frost. And,
Go for it.
You know, snowflake him real good.
It smells like
Balloon
fish.
bubble puff.
Damn it. That was almost a 20.
It's not gonna do. Horam, it's up to you. Save your own life here, Horam. What you got for me?
Yes. Please knock me out.
So he's not evil or undead, right?
Correct.
No,
He's not evil
I'm
or
just a
undead.
shark.
barrel.
Yeah. Well, I'm still gonna hit him.
Okay, give us some damage.
It don't have to be much.
It's gonna be a second. Just gotta
Question, did the
double check
dwarf-
that I'm rolling the right damage.
Did he evacuate after death? It wasn't. I'll explain a bit more in a moment. Lucicine.
Did he evacuate all over the turtle? He needs.
No, he didn't evacuate his bowels. Unfortunately, that's not the case. It's not written in the book. I try not to take
Oh,
too much
really?
leniency.
That's all?
Oh yeah, if you're not evil, I don't do any damage to you. But I am gonna get my second attack though.
That's rough. That's actually really rough. I also anticipated way more damage.
Oh, there you go.
It's okay, there it is.
All right, roll to confirm.
Nope.
Nope.
That does not confirm. Let's see some damage.
Standard damage. But like it or not,
Very good.
you should be able to go ahead and take me down.
25 damage
25.
total. Not
Total. He's
Oh,
he's
okay.
giving you a grand total.
Yeah, I'm doing it piece by piece. So yeah, that takes him down to -8. He's knocked out.
He's
yes!
knocked down. Unconscious. He falls at your feet. Moments later, he shifts back into the atypical form this humanoid form.
Can I do a heal check on him, see if he's alive?
Yes, he is in fact alive. It's not going to take much. As you look
Can I
over
see
his
if he's
body, you
alive?
see
Can I make sure
the
he's
wounds.
not?
The wounds begin to heal, almost supernaturally so. He's not shifting anymore, but you can see them slowly begin to almost suture themselves.
I don't know how, but he's. I think he's going to be okay. His wounds seem to be closing on their own. And Horam are. I don't even know how, but it's good that you're alive.
We're free from turn order, right?
Yes, turn order is over.
And the dwarf was still alive.
Yeah, he fell.
The dwarf is in fact still alive, but he is not of any momentary threat whatsoever.
I want to gear up to coup d'etat.
Whoa.
No, I'm not going to allow you to do this. I'm going to step in front if you try and coup de grace. I'm going to coup de grace me instead.
Can I go through
You guys see at this point,
Jerrod's
Sakata
backpack
takes his
against the rope.
scythe. He takes his scythe and he seems to line up. If you're going to go through a downed man's backpack, you're not going to stop the coup de grace.
Oh, okay. Then I will stand in front of Sakata.
You see him
We are
line up
killing.
his scythe with the head of the dwarf, who's just kind of sitting there rocking out of fear.
I'll stand over him with the kunai drawn still.
Did you not just see what he did?
I saw, but we're taking him alive.
I'm gonna pull my manacles out of my bag and I'm gonna hand them to Sakata and just be like, if you really think he's a threat, take these.
I'm gonna go
That was the agreement.
We need to ensure that his magic is not going to get him out of this situation. I don't agree necessarily with killing him while he's down, but things could happen. He did draw his power previously from these bodies. I don't know what else he can do.
Then we will strip him of the objects that he has. After saying that, I'll pull the axe away from him.
My armor is kind of in two pieces, and that set of armor that he was wearing would look. I don't know if it would fit, but I mean, I could use a new one.
Let's just take what we can off of him from now. Make sure he's not a threat.
And I will go ahead and point out that my armor, thanks to Crystalline, she was just mentioning that the armor does pop off at the buckles. So you would have to do some repairs, but my armor is still viable.
Not all armor is buckle based. Like when you're looking at a girdle, girdles are not buckler based. They've practically never been buckler based. You literally, like, it's a steel diaper.
Gross.
You step in it and pull it up, and then you suit up other armor that connects to it via strap. So yeah, you're right. Some of this would be fixable, but when you're looking at the girdle part, like the steel diaper of your full plate, that shit, that you're gonna have to the girth is gonna need to be completely reforged, retooled.
Girthy.
Girthy indeed.
I'll pull the axe away from the dwarf, from Zenith.
Okay. He releases the axe.
I'll toss it away, and then I'll start patting him down to see if he has anything else on him.
Okay, let's take a look here. Is there anything else on Zenith?
Do you guys think there would be any treasure in this
Actually,
room?
Yeah, there. He broke his sphere. His armor that you guys have already decided you were going to gather. His war axe. And his gauntlets seem to be of the only thing that are at least arcane and innumerable.
I was actually going to cast Detect Magic and look around the room, see if there's anything in particular I should check out.
What you see
and
is
for
his
Jerrod's
armor.
part, he's just going to lay there and snore.
His armor, his war axe, and his gauntlets are in fact magical.
Okay.
I'll
I'll point that out to everyone.
Okay. He points that out to you guys.
He's like,
I'm-
hey,
very well.
guys.
I'm still
All
sitting
men.
in the corner giving this dude fucking death eyes. So don't mind me.
Just keep it away from him. Is Jerrod up? No, right? He's still unconscious.
He's
Yeah, I
unconscious.
would-
He's
I would-
unconscious.
I would.
I mean, technically, if we want to go ahead and be honest, Jared's bleeding out, but I don't know if he instantly stabilizes afterwards or not.
Yeah, Bub says that you were healing.
Jerrod is not bleeding out. Your wounds will heal. You have supernatural healing, but it's not going to basically translate the same way as fast healing. I handle lycanthropy a very different way in my worlds, and this particular thing, not everybody can become a were-shark. Each lycanthrope, well, it's not just that, not because of your current situation as a paladin, but some individuals are pretty much blessed at birth to be able to avoid certain things. Like, it's kind of like going to school. 32 kids, 31 of them have flu. That 32nd kid just doesn't get it. Well, in this case, some people in the world are blessed on high to be immune to these things, and some people are cursed to be affected with it as soon as it comes into their lives. The people that are cursed have a blessing, but from a different deity. And in this case, if you have the blessing of the Sea Mother, you are susceptible to become a were-shark. Yes.
So after stripping him of all his stuff, I will look up to Horam. Grab me the rope. We're gonna tie him up.
I have manacles. I don't know how much we need for a rope. We can
It's
tie
not
him
gonna
up
be much.
further if you prefer, but he doesn't.
I'm
seem
gonna-
to be in
I'm
the
gonna tackle it this
situation
way.
to be able to fight back.
You guys don't have to worry about tying him up. He's going to present absolutely zero threat. None.
All right, then
He's not
Shackled.
going to speak. He's not going to speak the entire time that you guys cart him off to the city. You will
Alrighty.
go back outside. You will manage to find your way all the way back. You've defeated a major threat in the region. Go ahead. What's your question?
After this is done, I will look up at the group. I can't leave yet. Not without Yulgar. I need to know he's okay.
You left Yulgar in around Cauldron, not inside of Cauldron, but around Cauldron with your belongings. You were actually on your way to report to Cauldron some strange sightings, and on your way in, you were actually picked up. But you know that, particularly being a warden, going into a city like Cauldron, a city of thieves, you risk losing your prized possessions. So you left them at the gate, and you took... or not at the gate, but in a particular location, and you took in some secondary materials in case you had to defend yourself.
So like I took in like really like basic shit, and then I left all my good
Yes.
stuff on the outside. Okay.
You left Yulgar. You basically left your animal companion and your belongings in a trove. You have a hidden trove out in the wilds outside of Cauldron.
All right. So I guess after everything's calmed down, then I would kind of remember that then, given the situation.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
All right. No problem. I'll after the manacles have been put on old man, I still want to keep him at arm's distance, so I would still at least put the rope to the manacles and then just have him hold at like 15 feet from me.
We basically have to carry him out though. Like he's
All
not
right.
walk.
Okay. All the way back to Cauldron. All the way back to Cauldron at this point, you will see
I would
that
have brought the rope, by the way.
the only thing that seems to remain aflit about this particular character is a very strange birthmark that seems to writhe over the top of the flesh of his face in almost an unnatural pattern. It looks to be like the silhouette of a cage that is adorned over his face. It almost moves, swaying like someone were to be captured and held in a cage that would be hung like a bird's cage. It sways over his face in an unnatural state.
So it's like a shadow that just keeps moving like this over his face.
Not quite that far, but it seems to like sway from his right ear up almost to the part of his nose, like it's swaying over his cheek itself. But yes, that's accurate.
Oh, so I think it's well, never mind.
Shit ain't natural, bro.
As we're making our way back, then I will call for my pet, and I will hand the rope off to Horam so I can go find my stuff, just in case.
I'm going to give
dangerous.
everybody an opportunity off stream to identify your new weapons, the new things that you found off stream, so you guys can start cataloging it and putting it into your character sheets. Since the session is wrapping up here, everybody gets to level up.
Yay!
Tortimer, aka Klaus, Horam will do the effects of returning you back to your human-like body. On the outside, you will meet White-Eye, who was waiting near a stone with the body of, well, Artis, the fence. And you will be returned to your body. You will be coming in at your same level, technically, since your character had died.
Right.
But
yeah, so you would still be the same level.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Which
is interesting.
Was if we were leveling up, if it would just cancel out the negative effects,
it's gonna,
which makes my life a lot easier.
That's correct. You will not have to worry about leveling up.
Yeah,
So you will have returned to the body of Artis, the fence, when you have entered into Cauldron, moving back to the cusp of sunrise. To return this particular person, Davked no longer lies in wait. Instead, you are met by the Lord Mayor himself. I wish upon you many thanks for returning the son of Davked's Splinter Shield, but he is ill, and we fear that his time is no longer close to being no longer with us on this plane of existence. If you'd like to, you can entrust this particular individual with a guard, and they will take him directly to his home. Or you can leave him with me. Ah, yes. What exactly did he promise? I can settle that up now.
I'm gonna look to the robot turtle.
Yeah, Jerrod's just going to be quiet the entire way, wrapped up in blankets. He's not exactly pleased at the moment.
How much was that? He's asking curiously.
Yeah.
How much were you guys to be paid?
So I'm looking at Tortimer.
What he promised us as reward.
4,000 gold or armor worth 6,000 in gold.
Yeah, I wrote it down. I just.
Yeah.
All right. Then he asks what each of you would like.
What were the choices again?
4,000 gold
or armor,
or 6,000 in armor.
I would like mine in gold, please.
This can be arranged. Anyone else?
I'll take the 4,000 gold, sir.
I will take the gold as well.
And you too.
I wasn't. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Jerrod's going to be sometime in talking, but he's just. I need armor that won't rend when a man changes.
I believe that you will need to find someone who can assist you with that. Unfortunately, I cannot, and I'm afraid that 6,000 will not quite be enough from the Splinter Shield Armory. I would recommend finding an individual who knows a bit more about this changing. Are you expecting to take some kind of potion or something that ails you, or to alter your personal being?
Specific potion.
Something like that.
Steroidus.
I lean over to Jerrod. We could possibly talk to my father about this. It's possible that some of the higher wardens, the higher ranking wardens who know druidic magic, could have armor that could meld into them. If you want, we could just have a line of credit established, and the gold can be sent to them, and then they can help you make that armor.
Then Jerry's just going to nod, and then I'll take the gold. And just
It's settled
kind of
then.
wander off a little bit.
And then you, sir. I didn't quite catch your name. I'm familiar with the others, but you I am not.
I look over, pointing at myself.
Yes, you boy.
I'm Balthar Saracen, sir. I am a member of the Wardens, the Forest Guard outside of Cauldron.
It seems as they could not have succeeded without your help.
I
Is
think
correct
they
in
could
saying
have
so.
done. I think they could have done without me either way. They are a capable group.
Very well, but you've returned. You've walked in with them. You've ushered in some degree of excellence and secure of the target. Would you like the coin or not? Remember, it's coming out of Davked's own pocket. He will be reimbursing me entirely.
No, thank you, sir. The offer is kind, but...
Oh, Balthar, come on. If only for while we were down there, you were one of the flurry of bros. Take the gold.
Very well. Very well. Suit yourself.
If only because I think Balthar should really hear the group's name at least once.
Can I do a knowledge local when, right as he says flurry of bros?
You can try.
He says they want to take it. Can I ask? I'll take his fee, but
20.
oh god.
Balthar, even out in the wilds of the Cauldron Lowlands in the forests, the name of the Flurry has become a commonplace. It's sort of like tales of bogeymen. Wherever they go, buildings fall, children tremble, ladies die. Awful things happen in their wake.
I feel like you're being a little unfair.
I feel like it's the women that tremble, actually.
Wait a
The
minute.
children get glittered.
No, the children become vampires. The men
Or
usually
get jumped
die,
up.
and the women.
I
Catch on
remember
fire.
that. I
Let's
remember
just
that
not-
name now.
You probably shouldn't remember that name.
I had done a patrol not far outside of Cauldron itself at an inn. That
The
was
lucky monkey.
Oh,
That was-
oh god.
genocide there. There was reports of a battle on rooftop and
If
a giant
would,
wolf. You're telling me you're the ones who have caused this problem?
I'm gonna turn to them and say, there was more that you didn't tell me? Why was I there?
caused is a strong word. If you'll give us the time, I would be happy to explain our past ventures and paint them in not such a bad light.
Don't look
You'll have your
me-
opportunities to share the tales and the events of things that have since transpired. But this is where I'm ending tonight's session. You'll be given a decree of indemnity. On top of that, basically a sheet that you can move to a local banking establishment to reclaim your coin. And this is all on the dime of Davked's Splinter Shield, which is a name known all throughout Cauldron. It was, in fact, a near TPK. It came at quite a harsh cost. 50,000, more than that, because that was just thrown around in heals alone. Before I end tonight, I did want to say thank you to everyone that has shown up tonight. I am incredibly appreciative of each of you guys coming out here and supporting the stream. Tomorrow night we'll be back with Thrusty Thursdays, aka Whispers. Friday night is Dragon's Demand, and that should be a lot of fun. But after that, folks, I will be taking a week off of stream. There will be no Monday